The Median Voter Theorem, how the middle decides everything. Why do political candidates often seem to abandon their bold campaign promises once elected? The answer lies not in deceit, but in a powerful principle that shapes decisions far beyond the ballot box. This is the Median Voter Theorem, a mental model that explains not just political strategies, but also business decisions, product designs, and even evolutionary adaptations. The Median Voter Theorem posits that in a majority rule voting system, the outcome of an election will align with the preferences of the median voter. In other words, the candidate or policy that appeals to the middle of the political spectrum is most likely to win. This concept, simple as it may seem, has profound implications for how we understand decision-making in politics, business, and beyond. If you'd like to learn more about other mental models like this one, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Understanding the Median Voter Theorem. Imagine a long line of voters, arranged from left to right based on their political leanings. At the far left, we have the most liberal voters. At the far right, the most conservative. The Median Voter Theorem suggests that the key to winning an election is to appeal to the person standing smack in the middle of this line. Why? Because in a two-party system, each party has an incentive to move towards the center to capture more votes. If Party A takes a far-left position, Party B can win by taking any position between Party A and the center, thus capturing all the centrist and right-leaning votes. This pushes both parties towards the middle, where they converge on the median voters' preferences. This convergence doesn't just happen in politics. It occurs in any system where decisions are made by majority rule and preferences can be arranged along a single dimension. From the temperature setting in an office to the flavor of ice cream, a shop decides to stock. The median preference often wins out. Case study: Bill Clinton's third way in the 1992 US presidential election. The 1992 US presidential election provides a textbook example of the median voter theorem in action. Bill Clinton, then governor of Arkansas, employed a strategy that came to be known as the third way, a centrist approach that blended traditionally liberal and conservative policies. Clinton positioned himself as a new Democrat, breaking with some traditional Democratic Party stances. He supported welfare reform, advocated for a balanced budget, and took a tough stance on crime, positions typically associated with Republicans. At the same time, he maintained core Democratic values like protecting Social Security and Medicare. This strategy allowed Clinton to appeal to moderate Republicans and independents without alienating his Democratic base. He effectively positioned himself at the median of the American electorate, capturing the center ground while his opponents, incumbent President George H.W. Bush and independent candidate Ross Perot, were perceived as more extreme. In contrast, Bush's campaign struggled to find a compelling message that resonated with the median voter. As an incumbent, Bush was constrained by his record and the need to defend his previous policies. He focused on his foreign policy experience and traditional conservative values, which appealed to his base but did little to attract centrist voters. Bush's famous "Read my lips, no new taxes" pledge from the 1988 campaign, which he had broken while in office, damaged his credibility with both conservatives and moderates. This adherence to a more rigid conservative platform left the center of the political spectrum open for Clinton to capture. The result? Clinton won the election with 43% of the popular vote, compared to Bush's 37.4% and Perot's 18.9%. While he didn't win an outright majority, Clinton's centrist strategy allowed him to capture the largest share of votes in a three-way race, illustrating the power of appealing to the median voter. Clinton's third-way approach continued to influence Democratic Party strategy for years to come, demonstrating the long-lasting impact of successfully applying the median voter theorem. Beyond politics, the median consumer theorem. The principles of the median voter theorem extend far beyond the political arena. In business, we can think of it as the median consumer theorem. Companies often aim their products at the middle of the market, seeking to capture the largest possible customer base. This strategy explains why you'll find more middle-range restaurants in a city than high-end eateries or fast food joints. It's why mainstream pop music tends to dominate the charts rather than niche genres. And it's why blockbuster movies often aim for a PG-13 rating instead of R or G. They're targeting the median moviegoer. However, just as in politics, the real world of business is more complex than a simple left-right spectrum. Consumers have multi-dimensional preferences, and niche markets can be highly profitable. Some companies find success by explicitly rejecting the median consumer strategy and targeting specific segments of the market. Case study: Toyota's approach to hybrid vehicles. Toyota's approach to hybrid vehicles shows how the median consumer theorem worked in the automotive industry. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, as concerns about climate change and oil dependency grew, automakers faced a choice. They could continue focusing on traditional gasoline-powered vehicles, pivot entirely to electric vehicles, or find a middle ground. Toyota, applying principles akin to the Median Voter Theorem, chose the middle path with its hybrid technology. Toyota's decision-making process closely mirrored the logic of the Median Voter Theorem. Just as political parties aim to capture the median voter, Toyota sought to appeal to the median car buyer. They recognized that the automotive market was essentially arranged along a spectrum. 1. On one end were consumers who prioritized familiarity and affordability, favoring traditional gasoline engines. 2. On the other end were early adopters and environmentalists, eager for fully electric vehicles. 3. In the middle was a large group of consumers who wanted better fuel efficiency and lower emissions, but were hesitant about the limited range and high cost of fully electric cars. Toyota realized that by positioning themselves in the middle of this spectrum, they could capture the largest possible market share. This strategy allowed them to appeal to environmentally conscious consumers without alienating traditional car buyers who might be skeptical of new technology. The result of this median-focused strategy was the Toyota Prius, launched globally in 2000. The Prius was neither a conventional gasoline car nor a fully electric vehicle. Instead, it combined a gasoline engine with an electric motor, creating a hybrid that appealed to the median consumer. By positioning the Prius in the middle of the market, Toyota captured a broad swath of consumers. Those who wanted better fuel efficiency but weren't ready for the leap to all-electric found the Prius an attractive option. At the same time, the Prius was conventional enough in its operation that it didn't alienate traditional car buyers. The result? The Prius became the world's best-selling hybrid vehicle, with cumulative sales surpassing 6 million units by January 2017. Toyota's strategy of appealing to the median consumer paid off handsomely, allowing them to dominate the hybrid market for years. This success translated into significant market share gains. In 2009, at the height of the Prius's popularity, Toyota captured 48.4% of the entire US hybrid market. The Prius's impact extended beyond sales figures. It became a cultural icon, with celebrities adopting it as a symbol of environmental consciousness. This widespread adoption helped Toyota's brand value increase by 17% between 2006 and 2018, reaching $53.4 billion, according to Interbrand's Best Global Brands report. This case demonstrates how the principles of the Median Voter Theorem can be applied in business strategy. By identifying the median consumer preference and positioning their product accordingly, Toyota was able to achieve remarkable success in a new and evolving market segment. Case study: Zara's fast fashion business model. The fashion industry offers a fascinating twist on the median consumer theorem, as exemplified by Zara's revolutionary fast fashion approach. At first glance, Zara's strategy might seem to contradict the theorem, but a closer look reveals a sophisticated application of its principles. Founded in 1975 in Spain, Zara upended the traditional fashion retail model. While most retailers tried to forecast trends months in advance, producing large quantities of limited styles, Zara took a radically different approach. Amancio Ortega, Zara's founder, recognized that fashion preferences were becoming increasingly fragmented and fast-changing. He realized there wasn't just one median consumer, but many, each with rapidly shifting preferences. Instead of trying to predict a single median point of consumer preference, Zara developed a system to respond swiftly to multiple, shifting median points across different consumer segments. The solution was a highly responsive supply chain, capable of producing small batches of diverse styles quickly. Zara creates over 10,000 new designs annually, with fresh items arriving in stores twice weekly. This allows the company to rapidly adapt to emerging trends and changing consumer preferences across multiple segments. Imagine not one spectrum of fashion preferences, but many overlapping spectra: color, style, price point, and so on. Zara's approach targets the median points on multiple spectra simultaneously, shifting those targets quickly as preferences evolve. This strategy contrasts sharply with other retailers. Luxury brands like Gucci or Louis Vuitton focus on the high-end market, ignoring the median consumer in favor of exclusivity. Budget retailers like Primark aim for the low-cost end, sacrificing quality and trendiness to appeal to price-conscious buyers. Zara, however, created a system appealing to a broad range of consumers by rapidly adapting to multiple median points. The results are impressive. Zara has become one of the world's largest fashion retailers, with over 2,000 stores in 96 countries. Its parent company, Inditex, reported net sales of €28.3 billion in 2022, making it one of Spain's most valuable companies. Zara's success demonstrates that in some markets, the most effective strategy isn't to aim for a single median point, but to create a system that can rapidly adapt to multiple shifting median preferences. This approach has allowed Zara to thrive in the notoriously fickle fashion industry, effectively applying the Median Voter Theorem principles in a complex, multidimensional market. The limits of the median, when the theorem falls short. While the Median Voter Theorem offers powerful insights, it's not a universal law. Critics argue that it oversimplifies complex political and market dynamics, and in some cases, appealing to the extremes can be a winning strategy. One major limitation is the assumption that preferences can be arranged along a single dimension. In reality, voters and consumers often have complex, multidimensional preferences that can't be easily mapped onto a simple spectrum. The theorem also assumes perfect information and rational decision-making, ignoring factors like charisma, loyalty, or misinformation that often sway real-world choices. In politics, the theorem fails to account for the impact of money, special interest groups, or different electoral systems. Populist candidates who energize a passionate base rather than appealing to the center can sometimes find success, defying the theorem's predictions. In business, focusing solely on the median consumer can lead to bland, undifferentiated products and missed opportunities in niche markets. Some companies find success by explicitly rejecting the median consumer strategy and targeting specific segments with fierce loyalty. Understanding when to apply the median strategy and when to break from it is a crucial skill for decision makers. It requires a nuanced understanding of your audience and the ability to recognize when passionate minorities might exert outsized influence. Conclusion. The Median Voter Theorem offers a compelling lens through which to view decision-making in politics, business, and beyond. From Bill Clinton's third way to Toyota's hybrid strategy, we've seen how appealing to the median can be a powerful route to success. But we've also seen its limitations, as illustrated by Zara's multi-pronged approach to fashion. So, next time you're faced with a decision that affects a diverse group, ask yourself, where's the median, and should I be aiming for it? How might this mental model change your approach to problem solving in your own life or work? Share your thoughts in a comment below.